Good morning, everyone. This is Matt, and I am going to do something that I'm going to call Matt's morning monologue, and so this is going to be my first Matt's morning monologue, and here it goes. All right. So a while ago, we got together with some family, and we were ordering some takeout food, and my nephew said to me, he's like, Uncle Matt, do you want white rice or do you want brown rice? And I was like, why don't you give me some white rice? And he said, are you sure? Because white rice is bleached and brown rice is healthier. And I was like, wow, I'm not so sure that white rice is bleached. I think it might be milled or something like that. And he's like, no, Uncle Matt, I'm pretty sure that white rice is bleached. So I said, I don't know. Yeah, I'll just take white rice. And so he takes out his iPhone and he Googles it, and he says, Uncle Matt, you're right. White rice is milled. That's why it's white. The husk is taken off of it, and brown rice has the husk on it. So you're right. And he goes, what? Wow, what did you do before you had cell phones and you could just like Google stuff and get the answer right away? And I said, I'll tell you what we didn't do. We didn't have petty conversations. All of our conversations were deeply philosophical. Like, I'd be out with a friend, throwing a football, and I'd be like, is God real? And my friend would be like, do you mean, does God exist or is God real? And I'd be like, is God real? And he'd be like, define God. And I'd be like, oh, come on, man. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about an omnipotent, and he'd be like, being. And I'd be like, no, not necessarily a being. And he'd be like, energy. I'd be like, yeah, like more like an omnipotent energy. And he'd be like, where? And I'd be like, like everywhere. And then he'd go like, even in your underwear. We would laugh, and we would tackle each other. We would wrestle outside, outside, not inside, outside, rough and tumble play, shirts and skins, no sunscreen, and we would wrestle and pin each other to the ground, and then our mothers would call us in for dinner, and we'd go in, wash up with a bar of Ivory soap, and then we'd have dinner together as a family, careful not to raise the ire of our parents, and we would then go upstairs and do our homework. If we had any questions, we'd write them down on an index card and march to the library and look it up in the Dewey Decimal System. Anyway, so that's my monologue for today. Thank you so much for joining me.